Hi guys, welcome again. Um, let's begin. So the reason why we're all here is to learn what most artists already know and they've put it to use, and most of us are still just living in another world that it looks like we're trying to catch up, you know. So you ask, what is it that these artists are doing and they are getting signed and they are getting deals and they are doing well as musicians and you are not. The difference is in codes that have been intentionally locked by industry gatekeepers. Some you know about, some you don't. All right. And these people intentionally do it that they don't want it to be crowded out there up there if you wish. You hear the song Lonely at the top. It's actually an irony. It's not because the elite in the industry, they don't want the industry to be saturated and they keep some secrets to yourself. Now, this is not just theoretical kind of training that you're attending. It is a practical and hands-on kind of training that you are going to be putting all that we're saying to practice. So this is not just theory. Like I mentioned to you, my years of experience in the industry is actually something that I'm sharing with you. I'm not sharing with you what I read from the papers. I'm sharing with you what has been tested and proven to be one of the reasons why a lot of things happen, okay, and why you are really not getting results. So let's move to how to crack the secret code and getting noticed and even eventually getting signed as a musician. Someone would ask, how do I do this? And we all know the music industry. Do you remember those days when it used to be like they say, once you're talented, you are good to go, right? Once you're talented, your talent will make room for you. But I'm sorry to say, guys, gone are those days that talent alone can just cut it. We live in an era where digitalization has taken over everywhere. And then you're also dealing with saturation of the industry. I mentioned in the interim introduction earlier that most of the reasons why the gatekeepers do what they do because they also know that once the industry is saturated, as it is saturated, of course, in a sense, so once they let you get in without really paying your dues, so many things will go wrong for them. And that's why I'm here to tell you, as a way of starting up this, that if you are still in that space where you say, but I'm talented now, I can do this. Sorry, man, because gone are those days. This day is for you to make it and be noticed and finally get the attention of top record labels and people that truly want to put their money into your career. There are things you have to do more than just getting talent. All right. You have to get charisma. You have to be ready to be visible. You have to plan branding. All right. So that is what we're all about here. How to get visibility, how to break the rule of branding. Because when we talk of branding, most of you just think once I record one or two songs and put it out there online or more, the next thing that will blow. Sorry, man. That's a completely wrong concept. So that's why we're here this evening. And this training, like you all know, most of you must have known that is powered by Criptonx Studios. Criptonx Studios has been in the business of audiovisual production. Yeah, we've been here and we've helped a lot of musicians. Some of them you would get to see their testimonial and meet them in the course of what we're doing. And you're going to get to be a community of meeting them eventually. You get to become part of us. So let's go to section one, the truth about the music industry that no one is telling you about. I mentioned earlier how most of you used to think way back, and some still do think like that, that getting famous and getting the big break, that all you need is talent. I can drop bars, I can write, I can just give me beats, I can feel the beat in minutes, a song don't show. But sorry, man, it goes beyond that because let me tell you, the industry is so saturated. Studies recently conducted in New York University Department of Art proves and shows that over 60,000 songs are uploaded on streaming platforms on a daily basis. Now, these are not just songs you would think they are just mediocre songs. These are bangers. These are songs from talented musicians. And how many of you also know now that AI is also killing it? You don't necessarily have to voice your song. Just clone a voice and then give it prompt. AI can actually give you one of the best hit songs that you have. So what does this mean? That your talent can actually get lost. Just imagine 60,000 times 7. Who is a very good mathematician? Can you do the math quickly in your head? I just posted in the group. Do you know how many songs that will be in a week that is posted per week, on mainstream platforms, digital platforms, that is. So it tells that you can't just sit and think that it's going to be business as usual, like you are casual about it. You're not taking your business intentionally. You are not being intentional about what you intend to achieve. Because I see most musicians that we've come in contact with, even some that have come to us, oh boss, Baba manage me, oh please sign me and the rest. You ask them, what's the plan? They truly lack a clear cut plan of what it is that they are looking for. All right. So with this knowledge in mind, know that it's gone beyond that particular thing called talent, common talent. Of course, talent is a part of it. There's a place that you're going to have to prove that you're talented, yes. But if you are just banking on your talent alone, that's why you're getting the kind of result that you're getting. Talent alone is not enough. You need visibility, consistency, connections, very importantly. Look, let me talk about connections briefly because most of you, I saw something that I haven't seen in a very long time. Look, we've done these trainings like twice. And I must tell you, I'm telling you the truth straight up because if I don't tell you, nobody's going to tell you. We've done this for 3 times, 3 different occasions. This is the worst that we've had when it comes to people exhibiting rascality. I know everyone is not of the same, upbringing and, the way of life. But come on, when you get to a place, you never know who you are speaking with. You never know who you are going to meet. And then we're talking about connections, right? You're just in a place and you're showing some terrible attitude, some characters that shouldn't even come out in public. It's a terrible thing. So this is one of the things you need to watch out for in the music industry. You get to a place, behave yourself because you don't know who you're going to connect with. You don't know who's watching, who is just quiet in the group. And you don't know, maybe this is the person that's coming to be, like an agent watching, trying to source at you, who has it? Because when we talk of the music business, it's not just that you can sing. Are you marketable? Are you worth the money? If a brand or if a label is willing to put in 500 million in your business, are you worth it? Do you have what it takes to have that aura? Not just being a rascal, like, of course, and then in 1 month, in 2 months, you've blown the money away and this thing sell. So I actually liked everything that was going there. In as much as, our creative director was, he was very panicked and he wanted to shut down the group in so many times. I just said, no, let it be because we are actually going to know so many persons that we need to know. So I'm just giving you this as a tip. Phoebe, please subsequently watch it. This is one of these things that watch out in the industry. Connection that you are supposed to be making, but you're spoiling your reputation. All right? So we're talking about the truth about the music industry. It's gone past all you used to know. Label managers now look for artists that are not just, good looking. Yes, you might be good looking. It's a valuable asset. But they need musicians that go way beyond that. Musicians that already are building audience. Okay? And how do you build audience? You get to a new platform that you have over 300 members. And in our internal connection, we have over 5 million that if you come into our network, that will be like an asset to you. But you don't know how to leverage the 300 and behave nicely and get connections. And then you think when you get connected to the bigger platform that you're going to do well. No, you won't. I'm telling you that, except you decide to change. So these are things record labels are not willing to take a chance because they know, this one, if they just give this 100 million naira, he will go and kill himself. You're not managed. You are not ready for it. And you keep wondering, well, why? You keep bugging people. Baba, help me, sign me. And people are ignoring you when they get to see who you really are as a person. So that doesn't work. Okay? We're talking about the truth about the music industry. And I really believe this is going to be like a foundation, that's going to be laid as the major ingredient for us to begin to cook the soup. Because the thing is, we go cook the soup and it go done eventually. All right? Like I'm telling you, it's not something I'm reading on the paper. It's what I have seen and I've experienced in the last 23 years. All right? In different capacities in the music industry. All right. So now let's look at what the music industry really needs and how for you to position yourself to get noticed. We've talked about all of these things that, record labels are not just willing to take any chance at. Okay. So, but now let's look at what it takes for you as an artist to get noticed. Number one, professional visuals. Let's get down to business because I told you it's going to be getting deeper. We're moving down to what it really takes because you might be asking, but I have songs now. I have this one now. I go to small shows now every now and then. Man, it's more than that. So you need professional visuals. And what do we mean by professional visuals? Now, if a brand is scouting for artists, like let me just bust your bubble in case you don't know. In the same country that you live in, we're having musicians that are low key getting signed on a monthly basis in different capacities as record producers, as musicians, under different circumstances, under different contract clauses. They are getting deals in millions and some outside of the country. So how do you get yourself positioned for you to be seen? Number one, we're talking about professional visuals. Now, as a musician, most of you, I can beat my chest and I can tell you, especially the loudest, the ones that are very loud when they get to a space, the ones everyone want to know that, more than they here with their bad character. What can they find? Because this is all this is all that you're about. If a record label agent is to go. Okay, Prince, act, so we can move on. Act quickly, all right? So I was saying, if a record label agent is to go on your platforms, let's just say your social media platforms, your YouTube as an artist, your website, that most of you as musicians, you don't know that, of course, that's a thing right now. Because with your website, you can do a lot. With your website, you can have your individual store and it makes you so professional. So what can people see when they go to your shop? Because I always tell musicians when they come to me like, Baba, I beg help, Baba, I beg sign. I want to be in your level. I want to do this. I said, man, what have you done before? I just tell some of them, just send me the simplest thing. Just send me your Instagram links and you go there and you're amazed. This is someone that calls. You interrupted me, please. And this is someone that is supposed to be a musician. This is supposed to be someone that calls himself a businessman. And how many of you also know, before I proceed, how many of you know that music is a business? If you understand that, no, I would truly want to see that before we proceed. If you understand that music is business like any other business in the world, like a banker, like oil and gas, like any business buying and selling of any kind of product in this world. If you know and you truly believe that music is a business, just type in the comment, I know. Do that, guys. I'll give you 2 minutes. Just type. I really want to see that. How many of us? I don't just take my word. If you didn't know, say I don't know. But if you know it, that music is business, type in the comment, guys. I want to see it. Really. Let's take maybe 60 seconds to do that. Type in the comment. Because it's not just gonna be me talking. I really want to see that we're following. Okay, because it's going to build a foundation that we're going to be building some heavy concrete on top. If you get to understand, like I'm seeing, yes, a lot of persons know already. Most people already say music has always been my business. I like that particular tone. All right. That means you really know. So it therefore means if you know that music is a business, then you should know that your your digital platforms are your front store. Just imagine, let me use a simple scenario of, a guy that does buying and selling, right? He has a big store at Alaba International Market, right? But he doesn't have any goods inside of it. And then he's on the street asking people, Baba, come buy from my store. Baba, come buy. I get very big chassis. I get this kind of product. I get this iPhone 16. I get this one. I get that one. And the customer, okay, just to, satisfy his curiosity, decide to stop by the store, and he doesn't find any of the things that the business person is advertising, is claiming that he has. Do you truly believe that the business person will be taken seriously? Do you truly believe that will happen? Do you truly believe that he will eventually want to steal any form of deal, make any sales? No, he won't. He won't, I can tell you. Even if he's doing that for 10 years, he's going to remain there until he begins to put items, valuable items that people can actually exchange with real money. For instance, I was using the iPhone 12, iPhone 16, or any of such goods. Until you begin to have them in your store, no one will stop. They will move forward to the next store that has those items. The same thing applies to music business. Now you are a musician. We're talking of how to get noticed. Don't forget that's where we're coming from. And now we said, first of all, one of the things that will be your biggest signpost, your biggest item or an asset on you on the door. In fact, at the door of your store should be quality visuals. We're not just talking of just any visual, because I know most of you would say, I get small content I do with my phone. I have small visualizers I've done and all of that. Come on, guys. You're better than that. And let me just bust your bubble. Your visuals is actually a representation of what you have done. I'll give you a typical scenario. There's an artist that we're currently managing at Criptonx Studios. We shot one of our music videos in November, and she was just about to move to the UK. And there's this brand that she's been really wishing to, this record label that she's been really wanting. And her kind of music video then, when she met us about sometime February last year, were just ordinary, boring videos. I'm not sorry to say that. They were like mediocre kind of product. And we sat her down, we gave her, look, a plan and a roadmap. We said to her, look, one of the things you need for anyone to stop and listen to you before you even approach record labels or before you want us to put out words for you will be packaging and branding yourself. And what better way to do that? Put out quality visuals that tell a story of who you are. And when we're talking of visuals, we're not just talking of music video. Of course, music video is the number one, in case you don't know. First of all, once you begin any form of promotion, I see most of you do that. Most artists do that. You have a song, you have an EP, you're trying to promote. You're putting so much energy in putting the songs on stores, digital platforms. That's beautiful. That's a part of it. But you're forgetting the major thing that is supposed to be a leading light to shine the light on you. In fact, that's the moment that you're supposed to capitalize on to show people who you really are as an artist. Okay? So music videos, articles, on we have different podcast shows these days. Most of you don't know that most artists actually pay huge amounts of money. Most record labels, they do that a lot. You see most musicians on podcasts. You think they're there to play? You think they're there to joke? No. You see quality reels. This one leads to your social media platform now, right? What's your social media activity like? Because most of you, we could just go to your social media account. Like I said, some of you would send links. And when we go there, we just see something that looks like the opposite. For instance, you tell me you are a musician. I go to your store. I can't see things that you have been consistently doing as a musician, in the last 2, 3 months. We see all manner of content flying all over the place. You're confusing people in case you don't know that. So that leads me back to plan, because if you have a plan as a business person would know, look, once I buy this product, let me still use the Igbo man, right? Because they're very good with importing and exporting. He buys phones from China and he sells. He already has plans from the time he orders the phone. In fact, before he orders the phone, he must have figured out his market strategy in which he's going to sell. And he would already tell his boys or whoever he's working with, look, this is what we're going to do. We're going to give promotions. We're going to do this. My store in Alaba is going to have this plan. The one in Ikeja Computer Village is going to do this. My store on the island is going to do this. They have everything planned out. So you don't have plans and you're just moving with the winds. Like anywhere the wind blows you, you're okay with it, right? You can't make an impact like that. So your social media has to be structured. This is part of the thing that we help you do. We structure your social media that nobody can go the first 2, 3 posts they see. It's not just that you've been in a couple of, maybe in a studio and you're doing something. No, there should be a story behind it, properly told. That if someone is to go through two or three of your posts on, say, your TikTok, on your Instagram or your YouTube, they know this is a brand already. Now, that leads me to the next thing. You have to have streaming numbers. We mentioned earlier how most of you are very good, which is good, okay? But so many of you are still lagging behind. Most of you, if they could put all of your songs together and put all of your streaming that you have on the streaming platform, most of you, I can tell you, most don't even have songs on streaming platforms. Yes. And it's really surprising. And this is someone that says, I understand that my music is business. You don't do that. So streaming numbers is a thing that record labels look out for. Once they just get this, okay, they've seen your social platforms, they've seen you've gotten, some not very crazy music videos, but of course you've given some good effort and all of that. The next thing is they look at your numbers, your streaming numbers. How well are you doing on Spotify? How well are you doing on, most of these platforms? I don't want to advertise any of them because none of them is paying for this. So that's an area you're going to look at critically and know this is what you're going to be doing. The next thing will be, how consistent are you with content? By that I mean, how consistent are you with your releases? How often do you release a song? How often do you post on social media about your songs, about your career as a musician? How well do you do live sessions? Or how often do you do live sessions? How well do you, or how often do you engage your fans? Because the thing is, whether you like it or not, this is another aspect that we're going to get to, which is building your fan base. Most of you are very casual about it. And with most of the attitude I'm seeing, look, I'm giving you value, whether you like it or not. One of the things that you're going to discover is going to be how you're going to build your fan base. And let me put it to you, your personality is going to be 70%. How well are you in that? What can your fans say about you? They are going to go into all of that. That's what record labels are going to be looking at. You think it's just here, you now putting out a song once in 6 months or once in 3 months. You drop one single and then 3 years later, you say, oh, I got that song that recorded one in 2001. I recorded another one in 2017. Or I recorded another one in 2024. And then you call it an EP. No, man. That's not a business strategy. So you have to have all of this going. The next thing will be authenticity, which is very important. Look, in as much as we are in an era where the music is so saturated that everyone wants to sound like each other, people still look out for originality. Okay? Look, not today you want to sound like Ashake. The next minute you say, oh, Omo is born now. Them call me burner. Maybe the burner of when it first started. The next minute you want to be like who else is trendy like now? Whiskey, the video and the rest. No. You have your originality that you don't know people are looking for. And I'm telling you, this is the only thing that can get you noticed as fast as possible. Look, because in an ocean where every fish is trying to be green, let's just use green as an example. Do you think if you want to search for a particular fish, people would quickly spot a green fish, maybe because one has a different scale? No. But if you have a fish that is maybe yellow in the midst of green or brown fishes, it's that one that they are going to identify. So that means don't hide your originality, your authenticity. Be you. Most people started as, you know, Afro soul musicians along the way. While I was actively producing as a record producer, they come to the studio and they're very good. Their vocals, it's crazy, and of course, we're able to turn their Afro soul vibe into like real Afro house music. That can work. But not now you wanting to turn your vocals to the Ashake kind of Afro. That won't work. So it tells that you being original, it's a thing, it's a valuable resource that you don't know people are looking for. All right. So let's move now to, before I even move forward, are we getting value at all? Are we together? Please, if you are, just say I am.
We are together.
Just type, sir. I know you are together. Just type you are. I am. Okay? We want it to be interactive, at least in a sense, even if we can't talk. Good, good. I see yes, I am. I see yes, I am. Well, 1000% correct. I like that energy. Nice one. Okay. So we all now have heard how to get noticed. That is so easy. Sometimes that you don't need to do much when you have a plan. These are things that you don't necessarily have to be an artist that has a label already. In fact, this is how to get prepared for one to discover you. Because you can't really be doing nothing and you say someone is going to discover me. What's that? That's really laughable. So let's move on and look at what record labels are looking for. We've talked about how to stand out and be noticed. All right. And vis-a-vis, don't forget, this thing go hand in hand. How to stand out. When you stand out, you're going to be discovered. And who is going to discover you? These are music agents. Okay. These are going to be record labels that have different kind of contracts. And for those of you that only think that you can only begin to make money as a record label or as a musician when the record label outrightly signs you, it's completely wrong. We have over 50, if not more, different kind of contract that you can have record labels and you make tons of money. And we have people that we've helped that have signed those kind of contracts that are making serious money. So most of them, you don't necessarily hear, I am under so label, but you hear most musicians say, I'm under such management. It means this record label is managing my business. That means they are managing my affair. They are managing my music. They are managing what kind of music I put out. They are managing collecting my royalties. They are managing how my music is making money, and I'm getting paid for it. So let's move on right now. What labels are really looking for? So you may want to ask, and you already know I said a couple of them as they're interconnected. Now, record labels are looking for not artists that are lackluster. You understand what lackluster means? It means you're average. You're not even average. You're in between. Like I can tell, look, in this group, you can bear witness that we had over 300 people. You can already see most people I saw like from 2 days ago, they will go out of the group and then come back. They're like fishes that just want to go look for food, what to eat and come back. You're not very serious. Instead, you're trying to distract other people and the rest. No, they are looking for people that are already ready for what they are doing. If there's such a word, that means you are packaged and ready. They are not looking for artists that they want to brush from scratch. Look, that used to be in the 80s. even the early 90s, the Kenny's music era. But I'm telling you, in this era, there's no record label that wants an artist that they want to pick up from the bottom pit of the gutter. By that, I'm not saying that literally. I'm saying an artist that doesn't really know what's going on. You are not packaged as a brand. You don't have your audience set together. You don't have your branding together. You don't have your image when it comes to your music. Nobody want to look at you. All right. Record labels are looking at artists who are camera friendly and professional. Look, I'm going to stay a while on this one. We've actually shot a couple of music videos for a lot of first timer musicians, some music visualizers, some real music videos, and a project that's supposed to take usually 6 to 8 hours will end up shooting for 3, 4 days. Why? Because these are people that it's like a dream. It's like a new thing. How will I, what's the word I'm looking for now? They haven't really seen this before. They just have a song and eventually maybe someone sponsored their music or they have money somehow and then now, oh, they want to do a music video. There's not been prior practice or exposure to the camera. I'm not talking of your phone camera or those kind of, by a camera your friends, use, oh, let's just do content. No, we're talking of a professional production set where you have all of the elements together and when they say action, the producer must have told you, or the director must have told you, this is what we're shooting for this scene, and you have your game going. No, no record label will have that patience. Okay? But they want artists who is camera friendly. You already know what to do. How is they will just do 2, 3 takes, and the scene is over. They move to another scene. There's no record label that will be patient that the director is telling you how to shoot one scene and you're shooting one scene for like 8 or let's not over exaggerate it. You're shooting one scene for 2, 3 hours because in the production business, time is a factor. Okay? So record labels are looking for such a musician. The next person they're looking for is someone that is clear in his sound and identity. I said this earlier. Okay? Now, yesterday, you were doing rap music, okay? Rap music is a beautiful music, and everyone knows you to be a rapper, right? And eventually, you now say, be like say na Davido style the rain, or be like na Baba OBO style, and then you do a couple of songs around that because you're not really OBO, you won't fucking sound like OBO. You'll just be fooling yourself. The producer will collect the money, yes, because he's in business. Why? He won't tell you no. Which is what I can beat my chest. And I tell you, in the last 3, 4 years, we beat our chest. We work with artists on merit. Yes. So that's why it was a very big insult when I see some human beings typing, nobody now, later, they will say, bring money and the rest. What the fuck? How much do you have? How much do you have? When we're even trying to help you out. So that's crazy. You need someone that has a clear sound already. You're structured. You're mature as a person. You can represent and defend who you are as a musician. They're looking for who is already initiating hustles, initiatives. What do I mean by hustles? You're a musician for 5, 10 years. All right? Let's just not go far. You've been an artist in the last 2 years. Have you dropped maybe a live show before? Have you done a live show that you just want to connect with your fans? You put something together, maybe with your producer, put something together. I want to perform, or maybe I want to mime to my live fans. Then I want to record that session. I want to put it on YouTube. Have you had such initiative? Have you had the idea of, okay, let me do a live show. Let me go to a joint, speak to the management. I beg, Baba, we can just give me maybe your instrument. I want to do a live show. I want to do something like that. I just gather people. It doesn't matter the number, whether there are 20 people, whether there are 100, whether there are 50 or 1,000 people. That would be beautiful. Have you done anything at all as a musician? That's showing initiative. And that means you can hustle as an independent artist. They are looking for you because they'll be saying in their mind, if this man can do this on his own, there's no one that's really pushing him. No one that's supporting him. That means if we're able to put in 200 million, if we're able to put in 300 million, if we're able to put in maybe it's just 100 million, which is really not much in today's money, if we're able to put in any amount of investment, he will do well with this hustle spirit. So most of you are just so lost that you are so casual about your business. No one wants to look your way. And they are looking, very importantly, for artists who already have evidence of audience engagement. I said this part. Look, you can't possibly say you are a musician and then you don't have a platform where you can post. Look, this is where I meet with my fans. This is where I speak with my fans. For that, you will tell me now, say, hey, I post, Baba, I post on IG, I post on TikTok, I post. That's good. But that's really not an organized community. If you want to go further, there are things.
Oh, the CEO will be back now. He's back online. He's back. He'll join us any moment from now.
Well, guys, I apologize. I apologize. You know, we live in Nigeria. Um, the power just went off on my internet modem. Switched off immediately. I apologize. Okay. Please type if you can hear me back. If you can hear me back, please type and let me know, indicate in the group that in the chat that you can hear me. Okay. Okay, we're good now. So we're talking about what record labels are looking for, right? And then we're almost at the end where we spoke about, all there is from branding yourself, getting yourself ready, and then taking your business very seriously, knowing that it is a business, okay? It's not just something you should be casual about. It's something you should be serious about, you know, uh, being an already made brand, maybe not ready made, as the word implies, being someone that is already out there, someone that is already doing so much, an artist who is camera friendly, professional in your ways, someone whose sound is already clearly identified, someone that is not just here today and somewhere else the next minute, an artist who is already initiating some prospect and hustle, and by hustle, we know what that means. I give example as someone who's already showing evidence of fan engagement because your fans are going to be your customers, whether you like it or not. So your fans, you have to begin building them from scratch. Most musicians have this notion that it is only when you are signed as a musician, that's when you begin to hustle for, customers, fan base. Of course, they are your customers. It's completely wrong. From when you're doing your grind on the low key that no one is getting to watch, that sometimes you make a post and all you get is 10, 15 likes from your friends. It's fine. It's completely normal. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep pushing it. All right? Because somehow if you want to get the bigger picture, the bigger result, you definitely have to grab the attention of people that matter. In this case, record labels like us, artist management companies, people that really know what it is to invest into a brand. So you won't just be just anybody on the street and then someone will be willing to invest their money. So let's look at how to build your buzz because we now know that this is what I have to do for me to get noticed. This is what record labels are looking out for. And I really believe, like we said before, that you're jotting down something because this is not something that you are just gonna hear. You must have heard it before, but I'm telling you, not in this in this form that you're hearing. Because look, I said it earlier, it is not a newspaper or novel script that we're reading to you. This is experience that I have seen personally. A lot of the my colleagues that are working with me here, that are on the platform, on the call here, they've been through the journey and they've seen it. So this is something that we're telling you, this is what it is, and you can relate. So how to build your buzz, even if you are an independent artist, you don't have support. Yes, I don't have a record label. How do I create a buzz and really know that I stand out to grab the attention of these guys? Make them look my side. All right? I know that sounds good. Number one, you have to invest in the right visuals. We mentioned this earlier. All right? Let me also tell you something. A solid music video can give you a million times recognition than your audio promotion that you've done in 5 years. One music video done right, let me be particular on the music video. One music video done rightly can give you the leverage that 10 of your promotion you wasted money and effort. Okay, let me not say waste. That would be so harsh because there's no effort that's wasted. But the effort that you put in for 5, 10 years without result with your audio and maybe your local style kind of way of doing things, without a plan, without a strategy, without a team, a good music video with a good team, with a plan, can give you that leverage that you want, that things can happen in weeks. I'm telling you because I've seen it. I was giving you an instance of our artists and I didn't finish that particular part before I just decided to jump. I'm still going to give you the full gist when we get to the end of the end of the training. But the artist in question that I was giving you, we shot a music video and then she had already had this meeting with this record label in London. Let me just tell you, she's not a local artist. She's actually not a Nigerian artist. Yes, she's a Cameroonian artist, but we've done a production severally. And then she actually got this deal, and then she called us under our management, and then we got talking. But the label, they were like, the product, it's not been all of that, blah, 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 because she truly didn't have a plan. But when we came into the picture with a proper plan, she had a deal that if I call the money right now, right, most of you that know how to calculate naira to pounds, that will be something that can give you a headache. Yes, because she had the right perspective. And the music video, we shot it in Lagos. She came all the way from London to Lagos. It was like a shutdown. It was a production we did for 3 different days. And the result can show. You don't put in such effort and don't get results, So that's number one you have to do. Let me not overtrash on that. Invest in the right visuals, because when we're talking of visuals, visual A, and of course we also know visual also D. All right? So that's the number one thing you have to know. You have to know how to create short form content around your project. Very, very important. This is something that we're actually going to give you a course on if you eventually become a member of our team. That's given. Because let me tell you, 90% of the thing that we're talking about right now happen online. TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook. We are still having new ones, right? Twitter now. I'm still old school. I still call them Twitter anyway, so pardon me for that. Look, you are not just going to be posting random content. This is what you're going to learn. We actually have a full course on this. Creating short form content for your fan base, because this is where the market is. How many of you know that if you are able to in fact, I'm very certain that most of you that are very social media savvy, you already know that TikTok is the biggest spot right now, right? Have you heard something like people say, if you feel blue for TikTok, you don't blue for anywhere? Please, just before we continue, if you've heard that saying before, say I've heard. Just type in comments, say I've heard. Because I want to prove that I want to make a point here. If you've heard that, just type I've heard. If you don't hear before, they say, if you feel blue for TikTok, you don't blue for real life. And then I'm going to continue. Just do so, 30 seconds. Yes, I've heard. Okay? Because some may actually be living under the rocks and we are saying all of this and they might be in a different world. But I'm glad that most of you've heard and you know that TikTok is a market on its own. If you can break into TikTok And then we're now adding Instagram, Facebook, and the rest of the social platform, YouTube. You hear most people, and when it comes to monetization, where you're going to be making part of your money that your label is going to be counting on is going to be on your social media. Someone would ask, where record label they find out, then they get all this money when they sign all these artists up and down. Yes, it's not rocket science. They have investors, one. Two, they make money off digital platforms for the artists. And that's going to be your number one focus. This is an area, and this is what you're going to know that you're going to leverage on to create a buzz. Three is that you're going to learn strongly how to connect on platforms like this one, platforms and trainings for creatives and industry participant, industry creative like yourself. Because look, have you heard a saying that a tree can never make a forest? It's very correct. Look, if you've been running solo all this while, you think, my music, not only me, but once I finish, I put out there my fans. And your fans are not able to trace and see how your journey has been. How many times have you collaborated? How many times have you done live open mic session with fellow musicians? How many times have you gone on platforms like this and then you get to that platform and you make a mark instead of causing nuisance? How many times do you hear of music events like industry events that you go out intentionally to connect? These are things that you're going to learn and you're going to take it very seriously. If you do this, definitely, there's no how you're going to tell me you're not going to make connection, meaningful connection, I must add, that you're going to be able to create buzz around what you do as a business person. Don't forget, you're a business person, okay? Joining platforms, meaningful platforms. I'm not talking of rubbish platforms. In fact, I'm going to get to that point where, one of my very good artists that we are paying serious attention because she's been doing very well. She complained so bitterly that so many of you on this platform have been troubling and harassing her so much, leaving the main intention of the group. Haba, guys. Is that why you're here? That's not why we are here. You're playing with yourself. You're playing with your career. You are on a platform instead of being intentional about making connections, about making an impact, about getting noticed in a positive light. You're doing something else. And I was just laughing. And I know, we actually have names, in case you don't know. We have names of people that we've taken note already, people that have been from day one, they've been in trouble, truly. That's not going to mean that, of course, we are not going to look their way and then give them what we are supposed to. But the point is, we are telling you the naked truth. Look, no one that really cares that would see what has to be of benefit to you and they won't tell you. That means the person doesn't truly care. I'm telling you now because we care about you as musicians and we really want you to succeed. But with most of the attitude that you're exhibiting, they won't lead you far. I can tell you. You're on a platform, all you know want to do, want to chase bait. Now why you come here with that? It's crazy, man. It's I haven't seen such irresponsibility. So number three, we talk of joining platforms and using that platforms for meaningful connections. Collaborating with creatives. It could be dancers, it could be fellow musicians. I mentioned creating music sessions, which we are going to get down to. This is what we're very big on. We have several shows that we've done that we give musicians opportunities, platforms to come by. We have Vibe with Criptonx session. We have one that we're collaborating right now. It's very huge, I must tell you, which is actually what we're going to open and reveal to you when we get to the end of this presentation. Lagos State Government is on board this. The Rivers State Government is on board this. The Federal Capital Territory under the Ministry of Youth and Sport and Entertainment is on board this. So it's something, when I see most of you play, I just laugh. I say, these ones don't know why they are doing what they are doing. They just have data and they are actually jobless and they call themselves musicians. If you're a musician, you will be serious. So platforms like that is what you're going to be giving your very best to make sure you be on the platforms. How are you going to be on the platform if you're exhibiting rascality? Like, are you kidding me? You want us to bring people to where decent and responsible people are, and then you want to bust bottle for person head. Of course, you'll be arrested, but we don't want such people in our team. That's basically the thing. So we're talking about how to create a boss. And we've said a lot. We've talked about collaboration. This is part of the things with creatives, fellow creative in the industry like yourself. You know, tell a story with your brand. This is one thing that most of you, some artists walked into my office, I think sometime early this year, and he's very good. He's, oh, look, boss, I do a lot, I do blah, blah, I do blah, blah, I do blah, blah. And then with first of all, what we always like to do is go through your socials, right? What's your social record like? And then we went through his socials. He's just all over the place. Today you're posting this, tomorrow you're posting this. In fact, he has project that he's currently even promoting, but there's no story along that line that people can connect. Look, you're promoting a song. You should be intentional and have strategy that in the next 2 months, every content I'm going to do, I'm going to have a story that is tailored towards this particular content. So, but you just wake up in the morning, oh, today I feel like it. Let me post something. Oh, people are just dancing to the song. People are miming. That's not the plan. That's not the plan. You can't get results like that. So, with all of these 4 points, these are things that I can tell you we have separate trainings on them, that when you eventually become a part of the group, a part of our team, this is what you're going to be taught as a musician on what to do. There are a lot of things that you're going to get from here. So 5 points that you have to know. Once you get this together, creating a boss is not magic now. It's not jazz. Okay. You hear people say it's not jazz, Abi. Okay. It's real. It's actually something that can be done. So it's not just magic. So when we are talking of all of this, it's not just theory. It's something that over the years, we've put to practice and it works. Huh? Okay. For that. Okay. That was distracting. So we're not just telling you what is in the papers. We're telling you what works. That over the years, this has been what separates the people that are killing it. That you look, oh, wow, that guy is killing it in the industry. He's killing it, man. And the one that is just floating with the wind, right? Anywhere the wind carry me go. No, it's good. Blah, blah. And they ask you, someone go ask you on the street, oh, well, what do you do? Blah, blah, I'm a musician. You are not a musician in the street. You're not. All right? But I know you can be a musician if you decide to take action, which is what we do at Criptonx Studios. I mentioned to you at Criptonx Studios, we're not just a record label. Yes, we are. We're not just a production company. Yes, we are. We're not just a management company for creative. Yes, we are. But we're a lot of things. And we're not just here only to make money. Yes, if you ask me, why are we in business? We're in business to make money. But let me tell you, because I know how I personally, as a creative, what it took me to learn over the years. I suffered. Most of you think you're suffered. Like, most of you walk to my office, my DM, like, on a daily basis is crazy. I can't even go to Instagram. It's filled of, like, we can't even go through all of the messages. Baba help. Baba do this. And most of you are still in the dreamland that for you to make it and blow in the music industry, it has to be solely on help. Baba help me. Baba help me promote my song. Baba help me sign me. No. Of course you're going to get help, which is what we're doing already. We are giving you meaningful resources and help. And we are holding your hand through the process. We are holding your hand through to show what is possible and how it can be done. This is what we do as a brand. So we're not just talking about it. It's something that we've done over the years. So if you've noticed that most of you that know us well, most of you that have worked with us, and most of you that have planned to work with us, you're going to see it's not just talking. It's putting it to practice, and you would see that it works. It's not just talking, it's not just jazz. This is practical. So we have actually put together real time mad and crazy offers for you. Truly, offers that you're going to take and you're going to put it to test. Look, I'm going to give you guarantee, and I'll beat my chest, and I'll tell you, look, if you take all we've given you and you act on them, and then you don't see results, come back here in a year. A year is too much, but you know why I'm saying a year? Let me say 6 months. You are diligent and you're committed about all that we've said, and then we are at the phase where we are going to ask you to take action, which is the most important part. Look, because it's one thing for you to hear, is another thing for you to take action. All we've said, it's like just basic, touching bases, okay, with what you need to know. When you eventually become a member of Criptonx family, I can beat my chest and tell you the result you will get is not what you're going to be reading on the papers. It's what we have tested over the years, and it works. So if you're ready, because we're actually going to move to another segment now, all right? Are you ready to level up and take your career to the next level? If you can see the guy's picture, right? He's in the air. He's jumping. Do you know where he's jumping from? He's jumping from that mediocre spot where he used to be, all right, to where he has to. He hasn't even landed, but you see him up in the sky, because when you have the real force that can pull you, almost anything is possible. So, guys, before we proceed, let's take 60 seconds. If you are ready to take action and you're here with me, it's really too bad, but I think I don't care about that. I care about people that are serious about, their career, and they're here. I was actually expecting that a group that we have 330, I think 36 at the last count, we should be able to have at least 200, 250 persons, but it's just crazy and it tells a lot, which is fine. Okay? So people that actually chose the path of doing things their way and getting the same result, and then the next minute they are going to be on your DM troubling you, walking into your office, troubling me up and down. But when they have an opportunity knocking on their door, presenting itself on a platter, they are not available to grab it. So if you're ready, I think we're 42 of us right now. Before we move to the next segment of this training, I would want you to type, I am ready to take action. Come on, guys, because I will need to see that you're really ready. I don't just want to see that I'm just the only one talking. You need to guarantee me, Siomo, I'm ready. I'm ready to take action. Let's go. Let's go, guys. 60 seconds. I'm ready to take action. Type it.
Yes, I'm seeing everyone. I'm ready to take action. Yes, keep going.
Good. I like this. I was taking my time to read this particular swag rain. It says I've been here for the past 1 hour 30 minutes because I'm ready for this with immediate effect. I like that. All right. And the rest, not just swag, a lot of persons. I'm ready to take action. I'm ready. I see you, West Bank. All right. You're ready, and I'm glad that you're ready. So I was saying something about Nelson Mandela. All right. He's one of my lifetime legends, and once one human being in this world that I respect a lot, he said something. The difference between successful people and the not so successful people is in action. Okay? Now, the people that would take action will be the people that will make the difference. Because we are all here, yes? Everybody is here. Everybody is listen to the presentation, the training, and they're saying, good. That's really true. That's true. But we've gotten to a place where we all have to take action. This is where you're going to separate and identify the people that are just here to make the numbers. And then we're also going to have the ones that are just here to fill the vacuum. But I truly am happy that you're not that person. You are one of the persons that says to us right now, Jay, Bros J, whatever you call me or you're gonna call me, I'm fine with it. I am ready to take action, and that's what we're gonna do. So at Criptonx Studios, I mentioned that over the years we've helped loads of musicians. Look, most of them with absolutely free content that they paid no dime. I'll say that again. We've helped several musicians that in some cases, most content we've given, they paid absolutely no single dime. It means it was completely free. So if you watch our space, we always, every now and then, have loads of free giveaway content that we give musicians because we also believe, look, at some point, everyone needs a push. Everyone needs a help at some point in their life, right? And especially when you're trying to climb up, that there's always not a lot of funds, especially when you are an independent artist, right? You don't really have so much money, sitting one place that you say you really have it all. You need help and support at some point, and that's why we're always open. In fact, some artist said to us, I think that was last week. Baba, Criptonx Studio is the studio for the upcoming artists. I say, what do you mean? He said, because you're always there for the upcoming artists. That is true. I never thought of that in that light, but when he said that, it actually struck a chord. And I quickly remember, I said, look, we've done a lot, and I can beat my chest and say that it's true. So this is it. Let's cut to the chase. We have three offers. Before I move to the offer, congratulations to all of us here that are already here that joined us in the first 5 minutes. I know it's not the number that we have right now that we had, in the first 5 minutes. It's fine, okay? There's mercy. Someone say mercy. There's mercy, okay? So we're going to have mercy. Automatically, the giveaway we promise, here it is. And all of the 43 of us here present have a chance to benefit from that. And what is it? Can someone do a drum roll? Can someone guess? Can someone guess? Just chat and guess. Let me see. If you have a good guess, and you might just have an extra win. Someone say discount on visual. Uh, no. On this very one now, free visuals. Okay, okay. Free music production. Okay, free visuals. There's no correct answer, guys. Okay, but I think it's good. Free music video, I'm seeing that. Free this, free that, free content. Yes, it is free content, but it's much bigger than free content. Let me tell you, as I was making a presentation, myself and our head of promotion and communication, Sadiq, yesterday, we met with some top officials yesterday of the Lagos State government regarding a show we're putting together. Look, I told you, how many of you know that we used to have in the industry something called industry night? Yes, I'm sure you know, you must have been aware. If you've been a musician for a while, you must have heard that. But over the years, it's been very sad that the industry night has not been what it used to be. And even while you still see some states still struggle to do, like Lagos, if you live in Lagos, you must have, been familiar with industry night. Even in some states, Abuja and Port Harcourt do industry night every now and then. But it's really lost the real essence. Let me tell you, most of the artists that you're hearing, like from the Two-Face, the Face alone of the early days, they were discovered, and most musicians are still getting discovered from like most record labels. How do they get their musicians discovered? They go to open mic shows. And what is open mic shows? Open mic show is like an industry night where musicians that are really good are chosen and given the opportunity to perform to a larger audience that on their own they won't be able to have that audience and that stage. And it's really bad these days that musicians even have to pay to even perform on credible stages and platforms, you know? So And we thought of this and we said this is really an anomaly. It is something that's not right. It's something that's not correct. And we've been engaging three state governments with a couple of record labels in line that are yet to confirm. But I can tell you the three state governments have already given us their word. We're just waiting to get a formal contract to finalize this. So the giveaway that we're talking about is the first of its kind. You might somewhat call it industry night, but it's really not industry night. This is something bigger, better, and stronger. When we're going to be choosing musicians per state. We're going to have in three different locations in Nigeria, starting from Lagos, Abuja, and Port Harcourt. And regardless of which location you are, you're going to have the opportunity to be chosen to be as one of the headline artists. Is that big enough? If that's big enough, come on, Type, this is big. Type, this is mad, man. Let me know that I'm not just on my own here. Else I will hold back the package. So this is going to be massive, and this is where we're going to be getting what we spoke about. Don't forget, we don't just tell you what we don't do. This is where credible management artists, talent managers, we're going to be inviting them to come be part of the show. Some government officials are going to get to be part of it at some point. That means coming to listen, coming to watch you perform. We're going to have top industry experts in the artist management, in labels. We've already put out the letters and all of that. We've been having several engagements. So guys, this is not just going to be the regular industry night, but it's already happening. But we are at the final stage. So the giveaway that you have automatically, in fact, for being here, we must ensure, please, creative director print, ensure that the 44 names are going to be locked down. No jokes. If anyone comes in later and is not on this training and you happen or the person happen to want to work with us, that's going to be a negotiated package. Definitely. So this is what we are giving you free of charge. We're going to continue with the group. This is what is going to happen. We're going to continue with the group and then we're going to take your details. First of all, this night, we're going to take your details to make sure this package is sealed. So when it comes to you, this particular package is sealed for you free of charge. Are you listening? You're not paying us. You're not paying anybody. So tomorrow, nobody's going to say he's Criptonx agent for you to perform on the show that you have to bring so amount of money. That's not going to happen. All right. So that's the first. Moving on. So we now have package that other musicians that are also said, look, I am ready for this. I want content. I want you guys to really take over, and see how you can help in rebranding what I do. We have 3 exclusive giveaway offers because this is really giveaways. And you know what I was saying? I think 2 days ago in the group, I talked about numbers, right? Look, the industry and what we're trying to achieve, we need numbers. That's why I was really hoping that if we had a reasonable number, at least up to 100, 150%, which I believe most people will join in later. This production, I think we're on recording, but in any case, we're going to find a way of, making the recording available for anyone that is interested later that still want to be a part of it. So if you still want, someone is talking, Prince, mute the person, please. Okay, so let's move on. So we've moved past the general giveaway content. The next offer are 3 exclusive giveaway offers. Now, what does the giveaway mean? We have different types of giveaway, like I mentioned. The first one was a giveaway where you have to offer nothing for it, okay? And we've had different content giveaways like visualizers, that we have given out in the past that you have to give nothing for it. And we also have here one of these exclusive offers that we are giving nothing, that sometimes most of you that do recharge cards, it won't even take your recharge card sometimes in 2 months. But we're talking about this. You are giving just that little dime for what you're supposed to get for one of the package. And then let's talk about the first one. Let me not even just be talking too much. If you can see my screen, okay? So the first offer here is actually for everyone. Because yeah, I will actually tell you the next two, of course, which I'm going to encourage every one of you to be a part of it. But this one is something that everyone is going to be a part of. Okay. Now this is what it goes. Now this is an offer that this is what you are going to get as a musician in this first entry level offer that we're giving you. It's a giveaway. Don't forget. And before we even go further, the total package for this giveaway is 4.5 million. Listen, the total package for this giveaway is 4.5 million. But we are giving you free. This is what it comes with. It comes with a standard music visualizer. That means you have a music that you're promoting already. You have an audio that you're promoting, maybe a song you've had in the past. You want to do a visualizer. It's a standard visuals that you can use to promote your song and show yourself visually as an artist. Okay, you can use it. We have visualizers that we produce. Most musicians are using them on Sound City already. It is standard. Okay, so you have that in this package, and you have a standard professional artist profile video. Now, that was one of the things we mentioned while we're saying branding as an artist. Most of you, if we go on your channel, on your page, wherever you are, we can't have where you pin your profile video on your post, on top of your post, where someone could just go, oh, this guy is a musician, and they are able to watch and know in 2-3 minutes, oh, this is who this guy is about. This is what he does. This is what he does as a musician. So this is what it comes with in this particular package, a professional artist profile video. Let me tell you, that particular video individually, we have established musicians that we've done for just that video is 2 million. We have musicians that we've done that for 2 million. But we're giving you free here, part of this package. You have promotions across all of our channels. Let me tell you again, if you've also seen our channel, you see the engagement we have. We're talking of Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. All right, that's huge. We are giving you promotion on all of these platforms as our artists. Because once you get this package, that's what you stand a chance and you qualify on. All right, so the one I just mentioned, of course, which I mentioned that by virtue of being the first 40 or 43 persons to be on the training that you qualify for, it's a 1-year headline show. Okay, it's a 1-year headline feature on Lagos Industry Night. Now, this is particularly not called Industry Night, but we put it. Let's just still call it Industry Night, but we're going to figure out a name that separates it, because the Industry Night that people know seems to be dead. But we're coming up with something different and huge, much better than Industry Night. Okay? So you're going to have 1-year headline. Do you know what headline means? That means if you're performing this month in Lagos, and this is the month that we're having the show, you're going to be headlining as the headline artist on all of our billboards, on all of our platforms. That promotion alone, it's huge. So a 1 full year, 12 month guarantee when you get this package. Okay, like I said earlier, the total package for this particular, the total value for this particular package usually would be 4.5 million or more. But we've decided that no, we just have entry registration, because of course this is going to be a competition. Of course, we're going to make sure that we choose the very best here to be a part of this one. So you're going to enter, for you to enter and qualify for this package, that you're not going to pay nothing, you are just going to register with just 50,000 naira. It's very simple. Okay? So do the math. If you were to get a content that's worth over 4.5 million naira for just 50,000 naira and you get all of this content that we just mentioned, Omo, is that a giveaway or not? Please let me know in the comment section and let it not be like I'm just talking. Is that a giveaway or not? If you are the one that eventually will qualify to get that, is that a giveaway? It's a giveaway. Yes, it is a giveaway, of course. You can't tell me it's not a giveaway. So look, in fact, we're not going to be moving forward. We're going to see each of the options we finish up before we move on. So please, that's enough. Stop typing. If you look at the screen, which we are going to also share, if you have to, because I want us to settle on this before we move to the next offer that we have for you. So if you want to enter and register for this particular contest of this package, if you want to win this package, please, you are going to make the entry right now while we're on this. Okay? If you are going to be a part of this, please say, I want option 1. Okay? I am in for option 1. I want option 1. I want the giveaway option 1. Whatever you say, just say that so we can know that this is what it is, because we're actually closing this particular option this night. We're not extending it. Okay? Anyone that's able to grab it, and then we move forward, because this is something that everyone should actually be able to rush on it and then get the value. So if you're also not wanting to make people option 1, option 1, option 1. Okay. So this is what this is what is going to happen. So there's an account. Can you see the account number? Else we're going to share it on the group right now. Okay. Let me see. I'm going to copy in the group. Please, you're going to there's an account number, the company's account number. Make sure it is that we're going to post that. You're going to have to do that now while we wait. Okay. So before we move to option 2, like I told you, there's going to be so much that you're going to get. At the end of the day, you'll see the reason why it was a good thing that most of the nuisance had to go away. Okay. That you were patient and you waited and you have gotten it. Okay. I saw the account. Someone said, okay. No. Please, if we didn't ask you to write nothing else, please don't. Okay? We're asking now. We've seen people that says option 1. Can you look for this person? Pearls Play. Pearls Play. If you don't respect yourself, we're going to kick you out of the training. All right? Please, we're not going to take this. If you say anything more, we're going to take you out of this particular training. All right, we're not playing here. Please, if you want to play, go outside. That means you have no reason being here. Actually, please, I'm really pleased right now. So please, if you can see the account number, use it. Make the transaction, please, and then please, in the transaction, make sure you put your name, your full name, and then your phone number. Then add option 1. Please don't forget your name, your account number, and then option 1. So we'll be able to identify where that payment is coming from. Okay? But if you're having problems seeing the account number, we can share it in the group, please. So I've seen 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. All right. Look, guys, I actually thought no matter what you're going to be doing, everyone needs to get this option, truly. Because I can tell you what you are getting, what you are getting. Maybe you guys truly don't understand. I really wish I could post link of what the music video visualizer that we're talking about so you can see it. It's not child's play, okay? It's a video, like I mentioned to you. It's a video that I mentioned to you. People are using it already on Sound City, on Hit TV to do their music promotion. So it's a full content, and you're having your artist profile video that on its own, it's 2 million naira. We charge established artists for it. So please don't let us stay long on this. Finish the transaction so we can move on. Okay. I've also seen, so what you will do for Bali, I've seen your message. Please just send this message to the admin, okay? And then send him a private message on WhatsApp, okay? So that's the best we can do for you. So please send him a private message. That's Prince, okay? Private message. Do what you just sent to us now and say that you're for option one. Okay, we can leave the option open for you. Okay. Swag Rain as well. Please send our creative director the same message, okay? And then we can leave the option open for you. I think I'm giving you guys the benefit of the doubt because the plan was actually to finish with this option because this is the least option and then move to the next one. Uh, okay, Lil Chris, do the same thing. All right, please, if you are the one sending that you actually have any form of restriction on your transfer limit for the day or something, please just send that message to the the creative director Prince and then include your number and then just tell him you're for option one, please. It's important. I see David Oka as well. He has said something like that. So please let's quickly rush and round up this particular option and then we move to the next one. Right, please, once you're done with the transfer, just post done so we can move on. Once you're done with the transfer, this should take not more than 2 minutes. Let's move on. Once you're done with the account with the transfer, just type done and that's all so we can move on.
Sorry, sir, please, I didn't get the options anymore. I'm lost.
Where are you? Or
The
where
option.
are you coming in? Are you just coming in?
No, sir, I've been here for a while, but I've been listening to you, but I'm just lost. I didn't know where the options are. I'm looking at the picture right here, but I don't know which is the
Okay.
options.
Okay, listen, thank you for bringing that up. We haven't gone to option 2 and option 3, okay? We're on option 1, which is open for everybody, and I was just encouraging that it will be good, even if you want to still get option 2 and option 3, if you have the funds, that this is the easiest option for everyone to get. You understand? So option 1 comes with all of this. Can you see the screen? Can you read my screen?
Yes, sir, I can. Can we
Good.
pay anytime we have it?
No, it can't be anytime you have it. Okay, it has to be today and tomorrow. Like most people responded in the group, it has to be between today. If you know that it has to be tomorrow, just reach out to the creative director Prince. You find his number on WhatsApp. Reach out to him and type, "Oh, I am in for option 1, but it's so day I want to do it." Drop your phone number and it's fine. But it has to be today, tomorrow, latest day after tomorrow. Okay, is that clear?
Okay, sir. All right.
Yes, please. So we can move on. So the next offer we have, just as a way of recap, let me recap on what we've already said here. What the option 1 comes with. If you can see my screen, is rightly stated there. All right, a standard music video visualizer. Okay, if you go on our Instagram and all of that, you'll see highlights. And if you go on our YouTube, you'll see what some of our visualizers look like. And I mentioned to you some of our visualizers that we shoot for you. You can use them on Sound City, any music platform to promote your songs already, pending when you are ready to shoot a complete music video. Okay? So that's what you're getting, and you're getting a professional artist profile video. Okay? It's going to be a quick interview that, you talk about yourself, very quick and straight to the point, what you do. It's a profiling content. So it's huge that you have promotion across our channel and you have 1 year headline feature on our industry night shows. And this is what you people are still. I'm even seeing some people being annoying on the group saying, well, I won't take this and that. Please, it's not by force, okay? Nobody's asking you, what's your 50,000 going to do for anybody? If you're thinking that you're doing anybody a favor, please. All right? So that's just by the way. So that's all that package one comes with. Let's move to package two. Are we ready? Okay. So this is it now. When we're talking about levels of content, we have different kinds of content, all right? And then for package two, it's a higher package that has more content, okay? It has more and more professional content, okay? So this package comes with a basic MTV based standard music video. Okay, this is a proper music video now. And like I told you, if we have the numbers, we can even give you something that is more than what we have here. For instance, our standard music video that we charge artists individually, the least music video that we charge as a standard music video is 7.5 million. But this is how this works, which most of you still don't get it. If we say we have between 15 to 30 artists that can come together and say, look, instead of paying 7.5 million by myself, oh, Baba, let's all come together. Instead of paying 12 million by myself, oh, let's come together and bring just 500K each. You will still be having all of you, whether you're 15, whether you're 20, whether you're 30, which is the number that we're looking for, that will be able to give you this package. You'll be able to have a standard MTV-based music video, an artist profile video, massive promotion across our platform, and of course, the 1 year headline feature, a 10K Spotify stream. I didn't mention this. 10K Spotify stream. We mentioned when most of you don't really have reasonable streams online. This is us just giving you an additional boost to your stream, to your digital stream. So if we have 15 to 30% that want to take this content, but of course this one can't just be luck. This one has to be in numbers. That means we really have to have that number. So if we have 15, even 20%, if we have even 15%, this can work. Don't forget, if you're seeing my screen, the minimum value of this particular package should be 12 million naira. All right? But you're not bringing anything near that if we have 15 or 20 people. Don't forget. Yes. We've actually gotten to that part where I like, I like where the attendees, they are actually dropping out, because that is how they drop out in the live generally. You don't have money, but attitude is also a big problem for you. And you think someone might want to take you seriously and help you. That's very crazy. So what I'm saying in essence is, please just pay attention and listen. No one is putting gun to your neck. Okay? If you don't have the money right now and you think this is something I might be interested in, why not just say something? And I haven't even finished talking. Most of them are dropping out because they are really dropouts in the life, So this is what we're saying. So for the value of our two, the least and the minimum is 12 million per person. But we're not doing that for you to get all of this. MTV-based standard music video, artist profile, massive promotions, 10K Spotify stream, and then the 1 year headline on our shows in any city of your choice. That means if we're having the show in Lagos and you're able to come to Lagos, you perform. If you have the show in Port Harcourt and you're able to get yourself to Port Harcourt, you perform. Once we have the show in Abuja and you're able to take yourself to Abuja, you're in Abuja, you will perform. What else can you be asking for? So all of this, you think if I'm looking for your money, then 500K is what we would want to charge you. You guys are playing though. So anyways, because I'm going to move forward, if you are interested, please don't forget, normally this offer is supposed to be closed in 2 days. Okay? It's going to be closed in 2 days because I'm not even here to talk too much. If it's an offer that you know you will be interested, this is a better music video. It is a much professional music video, actually. So it's even if you're not getting any other thing and you think any other thing is not appealing to you, where can you get a music video for 500K, please, if I should ask? So that's why I feel insulted when I see the people that are leaving, like, oh, it's because of the money, that's why they're leaving. And I just laugh. So please, just like we did before, if you know that the option 2 package is something that you are interested in, forget the number of days. If you say option 2, I am interested, this is something I can do within a week, within 2 weeks maximum, I can be interested. But first is in your interest. I would want option 2 as the value that I should get from you guys. Please say it in the chat and also send Prince the message. It's simple. It's very simple. I'm actually not going to shout so much on this because actually you guys are doing me good. You don't know how much it is to give you out content. That means we're going to be using our funds to get the resources, to get equipment, and then for our staffing, to pay manpower, to make sure we get your production, and then you think you will get all of that for 500K. It's laughable, because most people don't really know. And please, just to let you know, the minimum that we would have for us to have this option will be 15 to 20%. So I like the idea that most people already, we have 3 persons already saying they want option 2. So we would need more people. I've said that because there's no two ways about it. We need that numbers to be able to say this is what we're going to do. Because we're not going to go get equipment that is worth millions of naira to say we want to come shoot a music video with people that just paid 500,000. Now we just have 1 or 2 person. No, that's not how it works. We're actually hoping with the game of numbers, we're going to have reasonable number of people that will be able to take off the costing of production, at least equipment and production. Well, you are not paying for music video production. I keep saying this. The minimum music production, which is the visualizer that we do, is 7.5 million. So if we're asking you to bring 7.5 million to get this package, you will be happy, which is the minimum. Then just for the music video. Then we're not including many other packages inside of all of this. We are giving you 10K stream. We are giving you artist profile videos and all of that. And you think this is just because you gave us 500K? It's laughable. So please, I've seen 1, 2, 3 persons. Okay, 4 now. Please reach out to Prince. Okay, like I said, we're still going to continue. Hopefully, most people, because I've gotten a lot of personal DMs. Most people told me they were on the road. That's why they couldn't join. Hopefully, we're going to have the numbers. But I must tell you, this particular option 2 and 3, we're not going to be able to proceed except we have the numbers. So it will also be a good thing that you can also reach out to your friends out there, maybe the people in the group already, when we're done and we're able to get the number. Minimum we need here 15 to 20%. If we get 30, it's perfect because it makes the work easier. Okay? So that's what it is. Reach out to Prince. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Please, the same thing. Send it to Prince. Send it to Prince. I am interested in option 2. Your name, your phone number, please, is important. And then we're going to see how that number adds up. It's nowhere even near. We're not even getting close. But I believe it's possible. Okay. So we're going to move on to option 3 right now because I want to see how we can wrap this up in the next 15 minutes. Okay. So we can all, I've been very tired. I had a lot of engagement today. Okay. So moving on, we have option 3. And what's in option 3? Don't forget, the content is going higher and the packages are becoming more coordinated. Now, in each of these options, you have meaningful value that you can't tell anybody, look, oh, I went to this business, I went to this event, and someone is offering me all of this. And all I need to do is bring 500K for me to get all of this. Someone would really, people would think, oh, maybe that you're not serious. That is not possible. But this is what we do. You think it's because of your money that we would want to stress ourselves and all of that. 500K, what would 500K do? So, but because it's what we've been doing over the years and we've been seeing results, and we want to prove to you and show to you that this would work. And that's why we're taking a chance and saying, leave the money part. Let's give you out the content. All right. And then you'll be able to use the content and see if this works or not. So offer 3 is for pro artists. Listen, for musicians that already you're grinding it, you're getting your deal already going, but you want that A-list kind of music video. Listen, I said to you the kind of music videos that we do, of course, and the budget. And like music videos are budget based, but the minimum music video that we do is from 7.5. That's the base music video we do. We have music videos that we've done for 60 million. We have music videos upward to 100 million. We're not calling any of that for you. We are giving you a standard music video that can stand side by side with all of this kind of production. Someone is on, please leave the person. Okay? So for pro artist package, we actually need only 5 to 10 persons. In fact, I actually like this one because this is where it makes the work easier. We don't want people that are actually going to be troubling us unnecessarily. People we can manage and we'll be able to put our effort and our energy on and give them the result that they need. Now, in this package, before I even say what the package comes with, listen, this package, the complete total of this package is worth over 22 million naira. It's worth over 20 million naira rather. But you are not bringing any of that. You are not bringing anything near that. So, like I said, the package, we need only 5 to 10 artists. So 10 artists and you get a professional standard MTV-based Sound City music video that you can take to anywhere in the world, and it's a banger music video. It's an high-end video, a high-end artist profile video, all right, to brand you and show your image that wherever you put it, if anybody just want to see who you are, just put that link out and they see your artist profile. And then a different kind of massive promotion across our channels. Of course, you're not going to expect that the kind of promotion that we're going to give to an artist in option 1 is going to be the kind of promotion that we're going to give to an artist in option 3. No, it's not possible. So that massive promotion on our platforms is going to be on that A-list level. And we're also giving you 10K Spotify stream. We're giving you 10K Audio Max stream. We're giving you 1-year mentorship program with us. Listen, you might not understand this, but this is where the deal is. You are going to become our in-house artist. That means we are going to be managing and directing your affairs. We are going to be telling you when to drop a song and how to drop a song to create a buzz. So that alone, that value alone, you are not paying for it. If you are to pay for that value alone is worth hundreds of millions of naira. I'm telling you. If we are taking an artist to consult and manage, so but we are giving you all of these things with just 2 million naira. But don't forget, like I said before, please mute the person talking. Mute the person talking. Like I said before, we won't be able to give you if this is just 1 or 2%. Okay, this package we can give to 5 to 10 musicians only, because I know what this is. This is going to be a lot of work on us, a lot of resources we're going to be investing in. We're going fishing. Prince, can you mute the people here, please, that are talking, that their microphones are on? So, having said all of this, I've said the total number and the total number of persons needed for this particular package. And I've also told you the amount that you'll be paying. Okay? It's only 2 million naira that you're going to get A-list kind of content, A-list music video, A-list artist profile video, A-list promotion on our platforms, 10K Spotify streams, 10K audio mark. Of course, you might say that's not something, but that's a lot. Most of you don't even have that. So 1 year mentorship program, which is the biggest and the biggest. This is invariably saying you have a 1 year deal with this level. They are going to be managing and telling you when to drop a song. No. So this is huge on its own. And then connection with our radio and TV promo partners. Look, let me tell you something about this one. Because most of you might think, oh, I have good song and you want to start promotion. You don't know who to meet, the people that can actually open doors for your promotion to go far. And to use a limited resource, limited amount of money to promote your song reasonably and meaningfully. So that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be playing that particular intermediary for you as an artist, telling you when and looking at how your songs are going, when you should drop your songs, what kind of songs, and then we brand and see how we can create a buzz around your song. So look, this is the biggest of them all. And like I said, this is only for 2 million naira. Not going to stress it. So like we've always done, if you think option 3, offer 3, is something that you would like to be a part of, please type a message, I am or I need option 3, and then send the message here. And also, like we've been doing, send a private message to the creative director, Prince, please, so we can then get to rounding up this training. Okay. Okay. So don't forget, like I said, we need 5 to 10. So if we get 7, we're good here. If we get 5, we might manage to do it. But we need between 7, 10 is okay. All right. So I've seen one person dropping, I need option 3. So which is good. Can we have more people here that are interested? You will also see the difference. I'm not a marketer, so don't think I would have the energy to want to convince you. No, I'm not here to convince you. I'm here to give you value. And if you're seeing value and you think you have what it is, you want to be a part of it, then it will be beautiful. Okay, for you to go for it and to also sit back and see what we're talking about. Okay, so 3 persons now, good. Before we move on, while you're considering it, please, option 3, if this is what you think you can do, get on that, and then let's get the number needed, because you're going to understand why I told you, I've explained briefly why I said it's a number game. Because look, we're looking to build a community where you are not going to be doing so much in terms of money, but if you guys are cooperative, like you cooperate with each other, the money that you are supposed to be spending alone, you could split that money between yourself, and you see that you just bring just a fraction. But with the attitude I'm seeing, it really shows that most of us are not ready. And really, that's what it is. Because can you just imagine, if we're to get a project, let's just say we want to embark on a project that we know we want to promote four artists, or we want to give the best promotion on three top TV stations, say Hip TV, Sound TV, Sound City, MTV Base, for 1 month, and we want to give massive promotion to our artists. Do you know it is very easy if 20 to 50 artists come together to bring that money? It is easier to get results than if you are just the only one bringing money. It's going to be huge because, of course, there's no two ways about it. Because what we do, we're not going to go to the promotional, our promotional channels and say, help us. No, we don't do that. We tell you, this is what we want to do. We want to promote our artists. How much is this? So if you've been doing promotion already, I shouldn't be talking too much. You know how this works. But I really am still hopeful. I hope that some people will already come back to their senses, and some that are not here, because I know over 300 persons are not here because we have 350 plus. So if we're having 40 something in the training, that means 300 persons were not here. And these were persons that were very interested and excited, and we don't know what happened along the line. They couldn't follow through. So please, three options here already. I've seen that. Please send to Prince as well. I am for option 1, the same way we did that. I am for option 3, rather. Send your name, your phone number. I have seen AK, what's that name again? AK Pumping. Pardon me if I murdered your name. Lil Chris, I've seen Henry. Okay, so Henry, the three persons, Henry, Lil Chris, and AK Pumping. Please reach out to Prince now, because we are going to be wrapping up the meeting, so we can go rest. It's not too long yarning. We don't do that. We don't convince you. If you think what we've shown you is valuable and you think you want to jump on it, please do jump on it. If you think also this is too much, then you want to go back to all same thing, yes, please, by all means, continue. Okay, guys. So thank you very much if you've done all of that. As a way of recapping, please don't forget we started by option 1. And let me just run you through again. So in case you're still in that place where you are, say, should I make up my mind on which one? Let me run you through. Of course, we've had people that have made that decision already. So let's go back. We started from, sorry, before we got here, we started from option 1, okay, which was an entry level, and which we said is just an entry with 50,000, okay, registration. And then it's a competition. Don't forget, it's a contest. So we're going to pick the best. These are conditions. We're going to still share these conditions, especially for this particular package on the group. So if you are a part of this, please, you want to pay attention to the group. We are going to share the options or conditions, please. 50,000 naira registration only, and it's going to be sent to a bank account that's already here. Then you are going to submit 2 of your best songs in MP3 format, please. Because most of you are funny to do that. I'll be seeing people send link. We're not needing link of your song. Please, you're going to send MP3, 2 of your best songs so far that you think we could create content with. All right. Now you are going to create and tag us in an Instagram or TikTok reel in a short video telling us why do you think you deserve to win this content. Don't forget, the offer is worth over 4.5 million. And then there are other options. Once you're able to do all of that, please, the contest is on, and then all you'll be doing is keep your fingers crossed. 2 lucky winners are going to emerge here, and we're going to announce it publicly. Okay? First of all, I'm going to encourage you, if you are not following us yet, which will be very crazy, if you haven't followed us on Instagram, on TikTok, on our Facebook, please do so, because we're going to be sharing so much there as well regarding this. And of course, we are going to be utilizing the WhatsApp group. So that's for the offer 1. And then we moved to offer 2, and we said we needed just 15 to 30 persons. And we said that the total package is worth over 12 million naira. So you're going to get a basic MTV based music video. Basic, of course, is as the word implies basic, but it's mad video. All right, an artist profile, massive promotion on Criptonx platform, 10K Spotify streams, and a hefty 1 year headline feature on our show I just told you about. And guys, this is no jokes. In the next couple of weeks, if you follow us on our Instagram, on our social media platforms, you're going to be seeing content on this regard. That means you're going to be seeing meetings and signing of contracts. So you can already see that we're not just joking. We don't come here and tell you what is not when we're not doing stuff already. So this is going to be huge. I can tell you, most of you at the end, you will now get to a point where you're going to be paying to perform on this show. I'm not joking. But right now, the room is open for all of you that was here. That's not going to happen. For the rest in the group, I can tell you, they would see the result, and I can guarantee you they'll come back and they will wish to pay to perform on these platforms where you're going to have credible men, credible record labels, credible government officials are going to be attending these shows, and you have opportunity to be noticed. Not just that, you have a crowd and a massive stage that you're going to be performing on. Okay, so this particular package we said is just 500K. uh, this one makes me very like laugh a lot because it's looking like someone phone, phone of like 20, let me just say an iPhone 16 of like 1 point something million now, and the person wants to sell them for like 25K. You'll be like, see, Tifa. So that's just like keeping it like that's what the offers look like. But yeah, that's what offer two is. And I think we had a couple of persons that indicated, but we haven't had the numbers that we need. Don't forget, we have to have the number that we need for us to be able to proceed, because there's a lot of, resources that's going to be going into all of this production. So imagine if we are producing for 10, 15 artists and we're now getting equipment, personnel, location to make sure that happens. Come on, man. That's funds, okay? And we're not even talking about our management fees and all of that. So look, this is a giveaway as the word implies. So if you don't think this is a giveaway, I don't know what is. And then we got to the last offer, which was offer three, which we say this is the mother of all of the offers, which is huge. This is A-list category. So A-list music video that you take to any part of the world, and it's a standard music video is what we're giving you. Now, massive promotions across all of our sites, all of our platforms. Now that includes digital and offline, online, anywhere where we will carry your matter for head. All right, that's what it simply it means. High-end videos and high-end profile video, and many more content that I don't want to waste my energy on anymore. So guys, this is it. Look, it's really not magic. It is what you put in that you get. You hear people in the digital world saying something like, people in the computer world saying garbage in, garbage out. It is what you put in that you can sit back and get. So if you are still in that space where you think that music is just a casual business, or that you just want to depend on people helping you from, that's how everybody's just going to see you. You are just fond of always hopping into people's DM, Baba help me, now God will help us. But you're not willing to invest a little. Like what we're doing right now, we're giving you so much, but we're just asking you to be committed to it. Just make a commitment and be a part of it. That's all we're asking you for. And then most people will be thinking, oh, this is too much. All right. So this is the offer and all that we've had in stock for you, and it's still in place. So please, the group is going to continue. We're going to share a few more information, and moving forward, we're actually going to be removing a lot of people. This is not just going to be talking about it. So, but first of all, we're going to see ways in which we are going to see how to post like the recording for today, or we find a way to put this in an a format where people can consume, go read it, and if you still want to take action, and they take action as soon as possible. So we can see how to have the numbers that we need, and then we can move forward. So guys, I think we've come to the end our training, the first part, I must tell you, we're going to do this sometime in the near future. So, but in the meantime, one of the things I didn't mention, we're going to create a community. That means from the WhatsApp group, we are going to take priority on the people that have taken action. That means if you're working with us on any category, either from category 1, category 2, in fact, this is 4 category now. From the first category was the category of getting the content or getting featured as a headline artist on the show on the 3 cities in Nigeria, right? So that's offer 1, offer 2, offer 3, offer 4. So if you're working with us on any of that, your details is going to be with us, and we're going to have a separate group for you. That's a deal, all right? So please, creative director, remind me in case I forget. This is going to be what's going to happen, so we can pay attention to the people that we are treating as the most valuable people that we're working with. All right. So thank you guys and for being a part of this. We appreciate you. We'll be happy to work with you, whether you have the funds now or not. Look, we're always open and ready to work with you whenever you're ready in whichever capacity. And thank you for joining us. Have a good night. God bless.